Okay, we're back.
We're back.
I
Wanna rock and roll
all
night.
That's good. I think we should just start singing so we
Subjectively?
get copyright strike.
You guys fans of the 1960 musical Bells Are Ringing? Starring Judy Holliday and Dean Martin.
Or Shooty Old Fatteroo.
Who wrote it?
Gene Simmons.
You guys thought you were isolated before. Imagine this.
Doesn't appeal to anyone.
Yes,
You're
it
welcome,
does.
guys.
I'm just saying, subjectively, guys, are first of all, they're Compton heads. Betty Comden,
The writer?
the writer.
Let's bring it back around to something that
Let's
our
go
fans
again.
care about. Pokemon? So,
Yeah.
confirmed.
Hashtag confirmed. Big Pikachu, fat Pikachu.
I
If
think it's
that
confirmed.
Pikachu happens, I will eat a Pikachu.
Okay, so Fat Pikachu, he's coming. You know what else is coming? Regional variants. Once more. That is really what I wanted. I was super excited for more regional variants.
I can't believe they did it.
Yeah,
so
I'm
glad
kind of
they did
shocked.
it. I was rooting for it.
I'm shocked. I'm also shocked with the designs that we've seen so far. I like them.
Yeah.
I think they're good. I think they're cute. But I especially Zigzagoon, which is a super underappreciated Pokemon.
A regional evolution?
Regional evolution
That's
Yeah, that's
exciting.
exciting.
is incredibly
What
exciting.
else to get an evolution?
So yeah, obviously, knowing us and what we do here on this channel, we had to make a video where we design our own regional variants.
We had to subjectively do it to him.
Did we have to do it to him? It's subjective.
So we're gonna get started with our Galarian forms. Does anyone mind if I go first?
You can go first.
go
After
first.
you.
I love
Arrogant.
if you went first.
Yeah, well, I'm a Leo. I'm gonna climb up on my pedestal here.
Jack's on his pedestal, and I'm just a crab beneath his paw.
Yeah, so I've been recently playing through Oras again, Alpha Sapphire. I have on my team this time around Tropius, and I don't know why I've never given Tropius proper credit, but it is a great Pokemon.
Legendary, right?
You see it when you're 8 years old and you think it's a legendary because it looks so crazy and they're rare. It's great, and I was thinking, since we already know that at least one Hoenn Pokemon or one Hoenn evolutionary line is going to get Galarian form, I figure why not pick a Pokemon from the Hoenn region and give it a Galarian form too. So I went with Tropius. Now, Tropius is based off of like tropical trees and stuff. Its Pokedex entry talks about how it's like super friendly and it feeds children with the fruits that grow on its neck. Which
Children, eat my fruit.
that's a little strange, but no, it's cute. No, it's cute. So I was thinking about how I could take that idea and convert it into something that makes sense for this very established English setting, environment, ecosystem. So I looked at a couple of different trees and shrubbery of significance to English culture. And yeah, I know, it's pretty Monty Python. It's making me laugh.
We did field research. We went out into the wild, the
The wild area.
Wildy.
Oh, that's good.
I love the Wildy.
And a particular species that
There's one fauna.
there's one flora
my
of
green
interest
thumb.
that
Betwixt my green thumb.
that seemed to intrigue me was the English U.
Glowing on
I
my
can't speak in an English accent. This is the closest thing I can
You're
do to
telling me
sounding like
there's-
David Attenborough.
There's a royal we and an English you.
Oh my god. So yeah, there is a type of coniferous tree called the English yew. And the reason I picked it, not only because it does have some cultural significance in English culture, I believe that there's, in Scotland, there's like 2,000 to 3,000 year old tree growing in a churchyard that's an English yew. But I also picked it because it grows a very small berry. They're red, they have these kind of green pits in them.
They
And
taste really good.
they look like
don't say that.
you really want to eat them, but you can't eat them. They're very poisonous.
They're death berries for those warrior stands out
Ooh,
there.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
So I blend with the English U, and I figured that Tropius in the Galar region, just because of where it lives, has a very different type of fruit that it grows, and it's not sweet, and you should not feed it to children. In fact, it's poisonous. So my Galarian Tropius is not grass flying anymore; it's grass poison, and I figured that it would kind of have this more of a hostile look because it's dangerous. You don't want to eat these berries, and also the English yew has coniferous needles which are spiky and pokey. But I actually had two designs for it. I actually had a couple of different designs for it, but I finished two different designs for it, and I'll let you guys pick which one you like more. I wasn't sure if the first one was too over-designed, and then when I did the second one, it seemed a little too similar. But really what I wanted to convey was these red berries and this kind of spiky exterior, and I also changed its color scheme a little bit because English U have kind of almost blue needles, and so I wanted to give it kind of a blue-green color instead of this tropical green that it has in its Hoenn form. Claire, you want to go next?
Okay, first of all, I was so excited that we were getting more Galarian forms. I really, really wanted that as a feature. So I was thinking about different English folklore and legends and what kind of things would be cool to translate as a new Galarian form. And one of the things I was thinking about, there is this folk legend, like monster figure that was basically this giant, like panther, tiger, mastiff dog that roamed the English countryside.
What is this called?
It is called the Girt Dog of Ennerdale. It's basically a
When I look this up, it just comes up with Tasmanian tigers.
Yeah, that was a theory.
Ooh, that's a good game.
It's a lot like the Chupacabra myths we have now, I think.
Bro.
The description from these traumatized hunters, I guess, in the countryside, it was like this giant tiger/dog that slaughtered sheep, I guess, and also sucked their blood instead of...
Of course.
I'm in danger!
They said it was a vampire dog, so I thought based on the description, like tiger dog, that Arcanine would be a really good fit for that, because it's basically a tiger dog already.
Yeah.
So, to translate it from Kanto to Galar, I kind of just changed the proportion so it would be a little bit more dog-like. I was looking at pictures of mastiffs. The thing I took from that anatomy was just it had like a barrel chest and kind of a more slender back half, so I copied that a little bit and made the tail smaller. Also, because it was the vampire dog, Arcanine already has these teeth, little tooths, so I just made those more like pronounced, like tusks, almost like a vampire.
Whoa!
Subjectively.
It's such a fearsome, beastly beast, dark type.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's actually, I was thinking, because it was supposed to be this really dark creature with stripes, it would definitely be dark type, a little more sinister. Pretty much the same color scheme, maybe make the stripes a little more dominant to make it a little darker looking.
Grimbark.
I like it. I think it's cool because yes, we have Raikou, but we don't have a lot of big cat Pokemon that are cool. In my opinion.
No, I agree.
I mean, that makes me think of like the Hounds of Baskerville or something.
Yeah, I think
too.
it was that was partially inspired by this.
Oh, okay.
That
So
is,
evil cryptid dog.
Yeah,
Arcanine.
basically.
Cool.
That's Galarian Arcanine.
Yeah.
I like it.
Cool.
I can go next. So, hey, what's up, guys? Beardsley Nick here. So, what I was thinking was, because I don't think that Surfetched is going to happen.
Absurd.
I don't like I don't like Farfetch'd. But I can tell you about a Pokemon that I do like. So I chose Gen 3 Pokemon that I really like, which is Kecleon. But
Quite boss-like.
I feel like he's a little underappreciated.
Yeah.
Like Tropius. Actually, I think you find them both in
Yeah, the same area.
the same area. So that is a pretty choice area. And so pretty much what I'm doing is I'm just making Kecleon a knight, and his face looks like a knight helmet.
Yeah, it kind of does.
So then I just sort of went that direction. He's not in armor, but his pattern makes him look like he's in armor. He might be just pure steel, because steel normal is not a good idea.
I just imagined a really cute, like, I don't know, narrative that popped into my head where Kecleon were an invasive species and they hid in castles. And then they just permanently stayed hidden.
That's
as
pretty good.
Statues.
Yeah, I did a few drawings where it was like way too Dark Soulsy, and he was like hunched over.
I like
But
that.
I was like, that's too crazy.
No, you learned about chivalry.
He's a man of old.
he is wondering why the lights flicker and dance on the screen.
No, he's not a man. He's a man of old. He goes around the place.
He collects orbs.
He collects orbs.
Yeah, maybe you can find them in castles or decrepit buildings. I'm hoping for some choice steel types. Also, Fat Pikachu's not real.
Fat
Holy
real.
shit.
It's real, I
Alright.
believe. Wait. Subjectively, intern Colt, are you busy? Would you come please tell the sharks, if you will, what your Galar idea was, please? Please. Oh, you don't remember? I remember. He said Magikarp with chips.
Okay, so this is actually going to be my last video, guys. And it's actually going to be Cole's last day on Earth.
You're gonna kick my ass.
Last day as an intern. Oh wait, Cole, is Fat Pikachu gonna be real or not?
Yes.
Okay, well you're not
I'm
an
sitting
intern
on the
anymore.
fence for this one because either way, someone is going to be proven so wrong and it's going to be so bad.
I am not a man of old.
That's good. Keep that as a quote. And keep this as a quote. Check out our partner Ink Gaming.
Yeah.
Link in the description. Use the code subjectively10 at checkout for a 10% discount off of all purchases.
Yeah, check out their stuff, especially if you play the Pokemon TCG.
Yep.
Ooh, there's a new thing coming out. My turn. Okay. So, I also was like, alright, Zigzagoon's here, time to go Gen 3. And I picked Swablu and Altaria. Because they're like adorable cloud birds. So I was thinking I could make them even better by making them sleepy, foggy birds. I wanted it to be that, like the Pokédex entry would say that these sleepy birds, wherever they roost, a mist follows.
Aww.
So I was thinking, I was inspired by like, you know, a foggy London day with these guys. They wouldn't change drastically, it's more just like the character would change. So Swablu I don't think would be too different. In both forms I wanted their cloud wings to be a lot more horizontal, a lot more like low to the ground and kind of smoothed out the way fog is. Yeah, so I kind of wanted them to look, they were really cozy and melted. Obviously both of their eyes are closed.
Of course.
And they have
Classic.
they have these adorable crests, and I wanted them to be kind of droopy because they sleepy. And I wanted it to sort of, the way that it's draped down, I kind of wanted it to look like it was drizzling rain.
Yeah, it looks like vapor.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not too on the nose, but too on the nose is kind of like...
Well, they give wheezing top hats, so I think you're
Honestly,
good.
the rules are...
anything with this. Swablu isn't that different, just kind of like eyes closed in sleep. Whereas Altaria is like knocked out.
Songs.
Y'all ever seen swans when they're sleeping?
That's true. And they're
Their
like,
necks are so strange, and I wanted to kind of get that funny.
It's a water flying. Right?
Yeah, and I'd turn it water flying.
maybe it has the same ability as Komala, where it
Where-
can't be put to sleep because it's always asleep.
Yeah,
that's good
that'd be
too.
cool too.
I'm also picturing it like the move animation for when it uses attacks is like it kind of gets like startled awake and like and like impulsively like reacts and then goes back to sleep. I think that's a really cute idea.
Alright, Jane, what you
We have the
got?
last one. Is that me?
That's you, Jimbo.
Let's see what we got. Dog. Good boy from Gen 2. Granbull. My chosen Pokemon for a Galarian regional variant is Granbull, one of my favorites from Gen 2. And Nick gave me the great idea of completely changing its personality from grumpy, bully, bitch type of Pokemon
Yeah, she's
to
a bitch.
she's a bitch.
She's
I
a
just
bitch.
That bitch.
I actually have 3 Granbulls, and they're all bitches. And they're all level 100, and
What are
they're
their names?
amazing,
What are their
and
names?
one of them shiny. Monster truck,
Yes.
garbage truck, and dump truck.
Wait, which one's the
think it's
shiny? Dump truck's the shiny, right?
Dump truck is the shiny. We'll put in a photo. I was trying to think of the dogs that are pretty prevalent in England, so I started veering off more towards like bulldogs, changing the pose of having it, you know, instead of like looking menacing, just a little more happy. What is this, like a beg pose? So in the Pokédex entry for Granbull, it says that they're found more in like urban areas of Pokemon land. And they're not inherently aggressive unless they're like provoked. When I think of cities, I think of, you know, pretty much little dogs or medium-sized dogs, if you will.
I will.
And usually with the little dogs, I feel like they're just happy to be outside.
Cody!
Cody! I don't know where I'm going with this.
Happy to have the
Changing
heartbeat another
Granbull's
day.
Happy and yappy.
Happy and yappy. So changing Granbull's personality from bully to, like an obedient, happy city dog.
Alright, so there are our Galarian forums. This is a super exciting topic, guys. If you have...
It is, guys, it is.
You have to believe us. This is fun.
It's exciting. If you have your own ideas for Galarian forums, please be sure to share that with us on Instagram or email your designs to us, and we'll be sure to feature that in our next video because it's cool to see what you guys are coming up with as well. And let us know which designs you liked, and that's pretty much it.
Do we have a Patreon?
Let's actually give a thank you. We have had a couple of people joined on as patrons over the past couple of days.
Thank you.
So thank you to all of our patrons, and if you're interested in becoming a patron, please be sure to check out our link, and it would really help support us. So thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you in the next video.